check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, Mikey Garcia may be headed back to Top Rank. Let's talk about it. We back. Goodfellow Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button via the Athletics. I'll link a tweet in the description. Basically, Mikey Garcia sat down with Bob Arum ringside this past weekend, as we all saw, for the Comey and Beltran fight. And Bob Arum chopped it up with him about working together for a get-back fight and potentially for fighting Lomachenko at 140 pounds, at 135 pounds, I believe. Now, what happened was this. Mikey said to the ESPN reporters that, hey, man, I'm not looking to come back down to 35 right now, but if I do come back down to 35, I do a tune-up fight at 40, then I'll try to get back down to 35. And I think Bob Arum know how important that fight for Lomachenko is for legacy, and I think he'll be able to, work with Mikey Garcia to do something flexible for him. So basically, Mikey ain't gonna fight probably Danny Garcia. So we heard that interview he did with ESPN, and that's his prerogative. If he don't want to fight Danny, I didn't ask for the fight. I don't know where that leads Danny Garcia. Lipinets, Molina, Figueroa, Yugas all fighting July 27th. So could they come back in December and fight Danny? Probably something like that, but I don't think too many people care about what Danny gonna do. But with Mikey, at the end of the day, if Mikey make it work with Lomachenko and that fight happen down the line next year, then you know what? I don't want to hear no more excuses for Errol Spence. Okay? If Mikey and Bob Arum can repass their relationship, which isn't guaranteed 100%, he supposed to sit down and meet with him. But if they can repass their relationship and he can make the Loma fight, that's another reason why can't Errol cross the street and fight Terrence Crawford then? Why he can't meet in the middle of the street? And at the end of the day, I'm going to keep my foot on his neck about that, man. So people don't like to hear it, just hit the unsubscribe button if you don't want to hear the real. But I think at the end of the day, I think this fight is tarnished a little bit by Mikey going up in weight. But if he works his if he works his way back down in weight the proper way, or they can meet at a catch weight of 140 or whatever the situation may be, then I think it's still a top 5 fight in boxing, maybe top 7 fight in boxing. It's built up right, and Lomachenko need this fight, and Mikey need this fight to repair his image. That's just what it is. Mikey need to fight to repair his image, and Lomachenko need to fight for real clout. For people to say, oh, he really had that crossover fight, because at the end of the day, even if he get to Gervonta, people can say, oh, that bum ain't fighting nobody. Mikey Garcia is an established Mexican fighter, and that's a huge fight for him. And then if you could add a Gervonta Tank Davis to your resume, then you can retire in peace. If you want to go back down and fight Miguel Burchett for kudos points, or have him come to lightweight, or if you want to rematch Gary Russell for kudos points, or something like that, then it's understandable. Then he got a solid resume, and he preparing to retire. What's so funny about it? Lomachenko and Crawford have been open about being ready to retire pretty soon. So Bob Arum is doing everything in his power to make them fights happen, and that's being flexible with Mikey and being flexible with Earl. He gonna try to make those fights happen. But shout out for Mikey Garcia, man. At the end of the day, whatever the Danny Garcia fight was snagging negotiation was, or he just decided not to do it, I think it was smart for him, because pretty much that could have assassinated his resume, or assassinated him from boxing if he go in there and fight Danny Garcia, which you had to gain by fighting Errol Spence and Danny Garcia back to back. Errol Spence, you had to gain beating the number 1 welterweight, a world title belt, the IBF. With Danny Garcia, what is you risking? It's not guaranteed to do $1 million pay-per-view. It's not guaranteed to put a ton of money in your pocket. It could, And also what happens is it make way for somebody else to get another pay-per-view fight in LA. Now, I heard Errol Spence, according to Tom, shout out to Tom Business Sports and Entertainment, he says Errol Spence trying to get that Sean fight out in LA. So maybe that's the shift in negotiations where, Danny and Mikey, probably not fight no more. Maybe they throw Danny on the undercard, and they do Earl and Sean in LA, and they just they had a venue open. So it is what it is. It's nothing really going on in the Staples Center basketball wise. Then I don't think most of the times the Lakers take their show on the road, playing in Vegas and Anaheim and stuff of that nature. But if that's the case, that's the case then, man. But I'm still interested in Mikey Loma, not as much as before, but it'll work because Loma already got an L on his resume. The only thing that's hard is for Mikey Garcia to get back down to that weight. And also, if they fight the catch weight, then the lightweight the titles ain't on the line. You know, so apparently it probably looked like maybe Lopez and Comey, you know, and then Loma and Comey and Lopez winner. They fight early next year, and in the middle of next year, or towards the, you know, the fall, then it'd be Mikey and Loma. But, you know, for Lomachenko, this is huge for him, man. At the end of the day, a ton of people said Lomachenko will beat Mikey. Some people think Mikey beat Lomachenko. At this point, I really don't know as far as his size-wise. Moving up and down the scales gonna catch up with him. I don't know what type of lifestyle he live outside the ring. But if he can make the weight comfortably and be himself, I favor Mikey. He was so powerful at lightweight. So technical at lightweight. And at the end of the day, Loma is probably, unless he fight Tank, Loma ain't gonna feel no power like that in that division or the division below. Nobody punching like Mikey and Gervonta at lightweight or super featherweight. Ain't nobody punching like that. But then again, people think he this back foot slick fighter. He really not. He's a front foot fighter. And what Mikey would have to do is bag Lomachenko up. And once he bag Lomachenko up, and he able to dictate him moving backwards, he'd be able to beat Lomachenko. Now, if his wind ain't right or his stamina ain't right, then Lomachenko, he got good stamina, he'll step it up. But his angles would be different. But Mikey if he able to get his jab established and he able to touch Loma to the head and to the body, especially his left hook to the body, he able to freeze Loma and push him backwards, he should win that fight. Lomachenko able to go on the front foot and he able to use angles and toy with Mikey Garcia and frustrate him, then we got a problem for Mikey. But if Mikey is able to land that one shot on Loma, he can put him to sleep or hurt him. You know, he can put him in retreat mode. And I'm telling you, Loma on the back foot and Mikey on the front foot, you know, that's going to be a problem. But the difference is Mikey can box on the back foot if Loma try to push him forward. So, really, if Mikey wind is right and his legs is right and his weight is right, Mikey Garcia is actually the better, well-rounded fighter when I look at the tape. But the weight is the big if. And financially, I would stay away from betting on this fight unless I see something at lightweight that dictates Mikey Garcia is okay stamina-wise and weight-wise. But Mikey could box backwards. But if he able to put Loma on the back foot, I favor him. But also, he got a shot if Loma push him on the back foot because he can box laterally side to side. But I'm telling you, he got more margin for error than Lomachenko because he can, at least from a punching standpoint, you know, he able to land that shit Linares landed in. And a lot of people say Linares got faster hands. That's cool, but Mikey got good timing. So it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a battle of styles. It's going to be a battle of adjustments. And if Bob Arum is able to get that fight happen, like I said before, it's put more pressure on why don't Earl meet him in the middle of the street, because Fury and Wilder met in the middle of the street after he signed with Top Rank. Loma and Mikey might meet in the middle of the street. So, like I said before, man, keep that same energy, man. I don't know why people just don't want to see the best fights. They worried about these fighters financially, and I don't know, man. I hate that that's in style in boxing. I do. I hate that's in style. That's just some of the goofball shit of boxing I don't like, man. I don't care how much these niggas getting paid, okay? I don't care about A side, B side. Make the fucking fight happen. And Bob Arum is showing that he under a lot of pressure from Top Rank. He ain't just doing this because this what he want to do. He doing this because the top ratings ain't doing so well. And it's pressuring him to deliver better fights, period. Especially what they doing on PBC, Fox, and stuff of that nature, and FS1. It's pressuring him to deliver. And he going out of his way to stop bullshitting and trying to deliver the best fights. Yeah, he desperate to make Crawford and Errol Spence because Crawford and Bomac got their foot on his neck. Yes, he desperate for Mikey and Loma. He rather sit down and right his wrongs with Mikey because he getting pressure from the people in the upper room to make better fights and deliver better ratings. So you just can't throw no shit in the pot and hope it come out a chef masterpiece. You got to prep that hoe. You got to season it, prep it, marinate it, and then cook that joker, man. And he learned that the hard way, you know. But hey, it is what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, acquire sponsorship, or video request. Keep sharing the videos. Don't forget as well, we on all social media. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1 Box gets you 18% off the 100% all natural products, soaps, lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much, much more. Website, promo code in the description. Intro instrumental link in the description as well. And if you want to make a donation to the channel, our links there as well too. But just do your boy a favor. Follow me on social media. Links in the description. Share the videos. We gone.